Hello and welcome. Do you know what? Something. Well, okay, I'm Raziel. I should always start with that, but I'm in a kind of a good place today. I'm in a good mood, so no whining, I hope. But let's see where this video goes. Right, here's the thing. Latest 2024 for wargaming so far has been phenomenal. It's been absolutely great. I have loved this year for wargaming. Games Workshop, okay, not so much. And I'm not being mean to them. I'm just saying they've had so many problems this year. It's really hard to say they're having a good year. But almost every other company that I play or give money to has had a really good year so far. If we take at Mantic, we've had 2 new armies. We've got the Trident Realms and Night Stalkers for Firefight. Trident Realms for Kings of War and Night Stalkers for Firefight. I just said Firefight and I forgot it already. But however, and that's so cool for that already. Like, we've got 2 killer armies from a great company, makes great games, and the models look good too. And we know, hopefully, maybe, because Ronnie may have accidentally made it slipped, Ronnie Renton of Mantic Games, that we're going to get new Astarians, which to me was literally the time. It's like, shut up, take my money. I love the Astarian aesthetic. They're basically robot AI space elves, which obviously falls into my favourite sort of thing ever. And the models are great. I like the models of Mantic, and the new ones look even better. So we know Mantic's getting better, and that is just something else. To maintain a lower cost, but still produce some fantastic looking minis, really makes me happy. And I think, wow, that's cool. I discovered, this was more of a personal one to me, but I discovered one-page rules. One-page rules, again, looks phenomenal. It's a fantastic looking game. Their models look great. I hope I should get some models soon. It's depending on the post at the moment, okay? And I'm just like, wow, this stuff is amazing. And the rules are good. And the fact is, I can use my old Warhammer models to play one-page rules, means I've already got armies to play this game already, and I not have to pay anything else to get part of this community. I have several armies already. And that just cheers me up, knowing that there's this whole great game out there, and I've not had to spend a penny on it to play it because I've already got the models. And yes, the one-page rules has been around for a while now. It's not a brand new game. I'm aware of that. But like I said, this is a more personal one to me. But I've seen some of the new stuff that they're releasing with their Patreon. I do check on that quite a bit, and I'm like, this is really cool. And then we've got War Cradle, the dystopian war stuff, which has been released slowly across the time. Has been some really nice models. I've liked the new Enlightened ships, their new Alliance ships, the French one. That was absolutely fantastic. I can't quite remember the names. But yeah, we've seen so much good stuff this year from War Cradle as well. And we know that Armoured Clash is coming soon. And that's going to be phenomenal because, one, I'm going to get it for the lore, because of course I will. And again, this makes me really happy seeing that wargaming as a whole over 2024 has been absolutely phenomenal so far. And talking about epic size, we know Warpath's coming as well from Mantic, and they released the beta rules for people to play. They and gave people dimensions so you could use pieces of plastic and stuff like that to play Warpath, and they beat so many goals. It was unbelievable. I'm not a fan of Kickstarter or Indiegogo. I would prefer just to buy it straight from a company, but that's my opinion. It's something I prefer to do. If you wish to go to a Kickstarter or Patreon or anything like that to support people, that's fine. That's your choice. I'm not going to say anything negative against that. But the thing is, we've seen so many good things. Oh yeah, and Warlord Games has got a new edition of Bolt Action coming out as well. I believe it's Bolt Action. And that's a fun game, I've been told. A lot of people I know play this, and they literally moved from Warhammer 40k to Bolt Action. And that's just, we're seeing so much. And Andy Chambers, from one of the best rules writers on the planet is working on Conflict 47 for Warlord Games as well. It's just been such a phenomenally good year. Oh yeah, Alessio Calvatore worked on Warpath. We've just had so much good news when it comes to this year in the hobby. And the hobby being wargaming, by the way. And I tell you what, it's going to be hard pressed for this year to get any worse. This is a kind of a mid roundup of the year. And honestly, I'm getting more and more excited about what's coming from these companies. And I am over the moon. This is just so joyous. And there's been hints and drops that we might get some more Wild West Exodus models this year. And I tell you what, you will know when they drop. That I will be doing I'll be so happy. That'll be my favourite day this year. That if we get new Wild West Exodus minis announced this year, not the Christmas ones. Yeah, I've got that. This is what makes me so happy. When I'm talking about War Cradle and Wild West Exodus and new models, and when it comes to this, the fact that I've got to say not the Christmas ones, because every year they release new models for Christmas. They're not new models, they're old sculpts, but they're just sold over Christmas, and they look fantastic as well. It's why every so often you'll see a bit of Christmas art appear in one of my videos, because yeah, these are models that you can get over Christmas. As I was saying, you will know when the Wild West Exodus models get announced, because I would be so excited. You will know in my voice how happy and ecstatic I will be when these models drop. I will be over the moon because it'll be fantastic. So yeah, 2024 has been a fantastic year for wargaming so far. I might do an end of year roundup as well. Everything seems to be going well for the smaller companies. We're seeing BattleTech becoming one of the most popular games, number 3 in the charts. We're seeing Dystopian Wars get a massive boost. Wild West Exodus is getting a lot more attention. If you go look to the Facebook group, you'll see there's a lot more people posting photos and stuff like that. So people are playing these other games, and that makes me happy. That makes me happy because there are that many games. There's so many war games out there. You don't have to stick with just the one. You can try so many games and just have fun with it, and it's probably what makes wargaming so great, because just the variety of choice you have when it comes to the models and the game systems, you're going to find something that suits you personally, and you will just feel like you fit. This suits you to the nth degree. I have almost every model for the Warrior Nations for Wild West Exodus. That's not an exaggeration. That's God's honest truth. I've literally almost got every single model. I think I'm missing something like Raging Bear, Sky Stallions. It's actually very few I'm missing, because I just love the models, and I love the Warrior Nations, and my Warrior Nations army's at 228 points. It might be a bit more if I can. I just need a bit more advice about using the standard Ghost Wolf as a great shaming, so I can have a tribal retribution posse and use that as as different posse. I can just use Rorks looking in a normal posse anyway, but I'll just ask them guys. But the community is pretty good and say, yeah, fine, do it. That's pretty much what I usually hear, because you're not cheating, you're not using them as Ghost Wolf, you're using them as a great shaman, and people are pretty cool. That's the other thing. The communities are getting better. Like the Mantic community is great. The War Cradle communities are fantastic fun, and the communities are starting to realise what's important in the hobby, what's really important, the quality, the games, the setting, the lore, what they are creating for us to play. That's what people are starting to focus on. Less people are trying to put their input on these games and settings, and they're just enjoying them for what they are. Yes, if there's problems or complaints, people will say it, and they're usually addressed. And that's the other thing. A lot of these other companies usually address complaints quite quickly, and don't try to, stop you from having a negative opinion, because they want to hear this. Believe it or not, companies like negative opinions more than they like positive ones. The reason being, a negative opinion, if said by many people, means they are doing something wrong that they need to address. And these people are spending their money, and if they don't think you're addressing the problem that they are saying, then they're going to be like, hey, why aren't you addressing this? This is a problem. And then they can fix it, make their product better, and we get even better games. So 2024 has been so far has been a stellar year for wargaming. It's just been great. I freaking love it. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed this video. It wasn't so complaining. It was very positive. A little bit of complaining there, I think. But positive videos, because I'm in a good mood. And there is actually a mini review today. Last 2 for Wild West Exodus coming. Wow. That's a series that I thought it would never finish. But yeah, here we are. Last 2. I may even go further and do the Empire, the Crown, and the Commonwealth models, which are brilliant. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching. If you wish to save money on your Warhammer and get free delivery after £20, Wargaming I should say, not just Warhammer, and free delivery after £20, there is Wayland Games down below. Click that link and, you know, get yourself something nice. I do get commission from it. They do all the War Cradle stuff, which is great, and I got the Hour of the Wolf Posse back, and I just bought that. So happy that I was finally back in after like 2 months. At least they keep you in touch. Like, it's not like they just go out of stock and then never say anything. They actually do restock. Then there is Forbidden Planet for comic merchandise, movie merchandise, toys, plushies, comics as well. Not actually comics. There is my merchandise, t-shirts, travel mugs, you know, the usual stuff with my artwork on it. Talking of my artwork, there's my 2 comic books down below as well. There's one which is an anthology, which is pretty dark, and there's another one which is Little Red Riding Hood beating up Cthulhu Lovecraftian monsters, without possessing cyborg werewolves. Then there is Skyforge. Never forget Skyforge. Give that guy a click. He's a good friend of mine and he deserves the support. And finally, Patreon, because business. Bye bye.